What is good, everybody? Welcome back to yet another stream. Welcome in, everybody. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're not gonna egg hatch again this stream. Today we are going to be taking on one of our final two catch combos that we need left for the living decks. We're doing Farfetch'd, everybody, and if we manage to get Farfetch'd quick enough, I don't mind starting Jinx. Farfetch'd and Jinx are the last two shinies I need that are only in catch combos, or that I could only do catch combos on the Switch. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this. Straight into this hunt. Welcome in, everybody. Wild Eye Me, Screamoo, Big Game Horror, what's good, bro? Welcome in, everyone. Oh, and a Kingler ran into me. I already hit a chain of 10, by the way. I'm on a chain of 10 just because once you hit a chain of 10, that's when spawn rates get higher. So I decided to just do a chain of 10 off stream. But yeah. Welcome in, everyone. Hopefully our luck is better with Farfetch'd than it was with Kabuto. But yeah. Hope we get this thing fairly quickly. I also have a coffee. I've been up since 6 a.m. I had school today. So your boy is very tired. So that's why we got a coffee. But yeah. Wild changed his name back to Wild. Hey, want to play Guess the Shiny? Sure, bro. It's been a minute since we played that in chat. I always love when we do stuff like that. So yeah, feel free to pop a shiny in chat and make us guess. Shiny Farfetch'd is like a... I don't really know, if I'm being honest, I don't really know if I should call it red or if I should call it pink. But it's like right in the middle. Shiny Farfetch'd. So... especially in a game like Let's Go, should be super noticeable. So yeah. Should be super noticeable. Fun fact, actually, this is not the first time I've catch comboed for Farfetch'd. I think I did it on stream the first time. I'm pretty sure I was live, but I remember catch comboing for Farfetch'd before. But I was forced to close Let's Go to update my Switch. And I remember I was doing Farfetch'd because normally you could just choose not to update. But I'm pretty sure the update that I had to do was the one that added news. It's the one that added news and virtual cards and game sharing to the Switch 1. So you were forced to do that. That update you were forced to do. Because it added 3 new features to the Switch. But if I remember right, if I remember correctly, I think I made it to like a 100 catch combo the first time I tried Farfetch'd. And I was forced to quit. So hopefully I don't have to update my Switch if we don't get it today. But yeah. As a Minecraft player, I know what happens off cameras. You can't fake shiny hunts. Minecraft YouTubers, those of you who don't know what Screamer's talking about, every off-camera mining session in Minecraft, and they show up with like 3 stacks of diamonds. Just pop that in creative mode. Pokemon, whenever I get stuff off camera, it's real because you can't, like, you could fake shinies. You could fake shiny, but I don't have any of the resources to do that. Like, I don't have a Game Shark. I think that's what it's called. A Game Shark. I don't have one of those. So. And I don't use it. I know a lot of people use like apps on their PC and then they put their trainer card, or not their trainer card, their trainer number, and then they find their secret trainer ID so they could like calculate the exact like frame they'll get a shiny. That's just too complicated for me to do. If I'm being fully honest, I don't have the patience for all that. But yeah, it has pink. Guess the shiny, and it has pink. Chat, if you guys want to play Guess the Shiny, read Big Game Horror's messages. Guess the Shiny, it has pink. Farfetch'd. Me could be right. I'm gonna say if it has pink, I'm gonna say Heracross. It's like the most pink you'll get. I love shiny Heracross. I love it so much. Bro. Come on. Come on. Murkrow's a good shout. I feel like Murkrow's more purple. Nah, Murkrow's pink. Murkrow's pink. It's not purple. Me said Murkrow's purple. It's more of like a... It's like a pinkish purple, but I feel like Murkrow's more on the purple side. But it could be pink too, you know? It's like a light blue, teal, and light green. Everyone mixes those three up. Kyogre's purple. Kyogre's purple. And not your guess, so it's not Heracross. That was the flea animation, so I'm dipping. I'm very happy I clocked that quick. Very, very happy. Zamazenta, that's a good shout. That's a pretty good shout. Pink shiny. Any more hints? Like, yeah, he usually gives more hints throughout the process. Vaporeon is purple wild. Spring Deerling. Next hint time, it has the body of a real animal. Ooh. Member for 10 months, Screamoo. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Let me pause so I can read the message. Tippy, what about we make a VGC tournament in your server, but in Sword Shield? That could be cool. I would not host that, so feel free to do it yourself. If you would like, feel free to do something like that. I don't know if I would host it, but yeah. Trico as well, welcome in, bro, and member for 5 months. I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate it, bro. I'm in jail in Minecraft. I came to GOMG's home and creeper explodes. I have good time in jail. God damn. I would love to, maybe not in Sword Shield, the VGC thing. I would love to do something like that when like Pokemon Champions comes out. Because Pokemon Champions is going to be free to play on mobile and Switch. Switch 1, Switch 2, and your phone. You know? So I feel like a VGC tournament style thing would be really sick in Pokemon Champions, because everyone could participate in something like that. Because again, Pokemon Champions is going to be free to play. Yeah, we'll take that idea into consideration, Screamo. Oh, Screamo got it right. Can I catch Farfetch'd, please? Like, please. Bro. And it's flea animation. Dude, I'm on a combo of like 15 and it's already like fleeing everyone I find is gonna flee. Should we do another? If you feel like it, sure. Go ahead. Come on, Farfetch'd. I want to do the next one. Sure, bro. Flea fetched. Ah, bro. That's literally why I hate catch combos so much. There's two reasons why I despise catch comboing. One, the Pokemon always want to run away. They want to run away so bad. And two, you cannot close the game. I hate that so much. I hate how, like, it takes so long to get a shiny. Let's say I don't get shiny Farfetch'd on stream today, then I'm probably gonna close my Switch and, like, hunt it another day. That means I cannot use my Switch at all until I get the shiny. Because if I close my game, my chain breaks. That is the thing I hate the most about catch comboing. We are at the very end, though. We are at the very end. It's just Farfetch'd and Jinx. That's the only two catch combos that we need left. The only two Pokemon out of the 5 that I have left to shiny hunt, only 2 of them are catch combo. And it's Jinx and Farfetch'd. You know? I could get them in other games if I really wanted to. Like, if I really wanted to, I could hatch eggs for Farfetch'd too. In, Sword and Shield. I could do it if I want. I just don't want to because of the amount of eggs that I have to hatch. You know, for the fossils. So I don't want to do Farfetch'd and egg hatches. And if I really wanted to for Jinx, I could go in BDSP and try to shiny on Smoochum. Either egg hatches or in the Grand Underground. Or if I find it as a swarm Pokemon, I could Pokeradar hunt it. But like you can only get like 1 swarm Pokemon a month. So I have other ways, but catch comboing is the best way to get the last 2 I need. I just hate doing it. I just hate doing it. Oh. It has red, the shiny. I'm gonna see what other people said first before I say my guess. Gyarados, no. Breloom, no. Solgaleo, no. Oh, I forgot to say the next hint. The next hint is it is something you would use on a pirate ship. Oh, Delmise. It's Delmise. It's shiny Delmise. It's an anchor. Yeah, let's go. It's literally an anchor with a like a wheel, a pirate ship wheel. That's literally what Delmise is. By the way, I love shiny Delmise. I love it so much. I cannot wait to shiny hunt that thing eventually. I'm next on the waiting list. I can't wait to... I said it last stream, but I cannot wait to leave Gen 1. I can't wait to leave Gen 1. So much, man. Because when we start Gen 2, everything's opened up again. You know, we can hunt for whatever we find. Don't have to go for anything specific. I could go back to playing every game. The shiny is blue. I don't want to say something obvious. I see Mew and Ditto already, which are very obvious answers. I feel like it's gonna be something not obvious at all. I'm gonna say Glaceon. If it's blue, I'm gonna say like a Glaceon. It is not Glaceon. You know what, Wild? I'm gonna answer with my personal favorite Generation 2 shiny Pokemon. It is Shuckle. I love Shuckle. Shuckle's my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon. Nope, not Shuckle. Damn. I love Shuckle. Shiny Shuckle and normal Shuckle. I love them. It's my favorite Gen 2 Mon. The fucking Mina hardly changes. Bro, the shell turns blue. It goes from red to blue. It looks so sick. Oh, he's talking about the hint. The hint is a Garchomp. It's not Garchomp. The shiny is blue and it barely changed. I said Glaceon and it was a no. So it can't be Glaceon. The shiny is blue and it barely changes. Squirtle? It really just gets a green shell, if you think of it. Diglett? I'ma see, like, I don't know, actually. Galarian Duranitan. I feel like that changes enough. I don't know, actually. The OG color goes from mustard to light blue. What do you mean, like, what do you mean the OG color? Like the non-shiny, or are you talking about they redesigned the shiny? What do you mean by OG color? Do you mean they've redesigned this shiny Pokemon, or it's non-shiny? Non-shiny. Okay, so it's a non-shiny. Goes from mustard to light blue. How does the shiny barely change then? If it goes from yellow to blue? Like what? Bro. Hisuian Voltorb is black. Hisuian Voltorb goes from red to black. Cubone... Bro, none of those are mustard or blue. What? I'm gonna say... I don't know, actually. Noibat? I'm having fun with this. It's not Kangaskhan. Everything's mustard if you eat it with ketchup. It's Togepi. I don't know if it's Togepi. Oh my god, dude. And that's the flea animation. Did you see my message, Drew? Which one? You said, and it's the mustard 2 light blue. By the way, only one color on his shiny changes. So it probably stays mustard. Or are you talking about it's the mustard part that turns light blue? Yeah, that's what he's saying. Helioptile? No, that doesn't. I was thinking of my redesign. I was thinking of my shiny Helioptile redesign for my short. I got no clue. If I'm give us a generation. Give us a gen. We all have no clue. Give us a gen. The name starts with a B. Baxcalibur? No, can't be. No gen, I'm gatekeeping. If it's a Gen 8 or Gen 9, then I'm not getting it. If it's a Gen 8 or a Gen 9, then I'm not getting the answer right. It's Gen 8? Yeah, I'm not getting it then. I'm not Gen 8 and 9 chat. Even though I play Scarlet Violet and Sword Shield, I don't play those games to get those Pokemon. I don't think I have any Gen 8 Pokemon shiny other than the starters. I have the starter shiny and I have a Sandaconda shiny. Those are the only Gen 8 Pokemon I have shiny. You know? It's Billy Bug. Oh, Bleep Bug. Can I give you guys one after Screamoo? Screamoo's next. I want to be after Screamoo. I want to make y'all guess one. Yes, you may. Well, Screamoo's next, so I'm gonna make him do it. Screamoo, it's your turn. It is your turn, my guy. Now these guys are spawning like crazy. Let's go, dude. Okay. If I could, please. Please? Like, there we go. God damn. I didn't even catch. I have a good one for you guys when it's my turn. All right. There we go. Wasted so much Ultra Balls, man. It hardly changes. Gengar. You gotta give us a color first. Alace, what's good? What is good? How did I miss? Oh, fuck Chompy, Garchomp. Is it Gengar? If it barely changes. Come on, guess more. You gotta give us a color, dude. We're almost at a chain of 40. 10 more, and we get a shiny boost. Specific color would give it away, but the color is very light. I don't know what it is then. If we can't have a color, then we can't really guess. Bluish purple. Is it Gengar? The shiny barely changes and it's a bluish purple. Oh my god. There we go. Only this one will give it away, but his cousin had a Pokemon movie. Ghastly. It's not ghastly if it had a movie. A bluish purple and it had a movie. Or its cousin had a movie, which means it's probably a legendary. And it's is it Necrozma? Is it Necrozma? It's more of a pink than a purple, actually. Darkrai? Bro, man. Why does it get harder to catch later into the combo? It's so annoying. I gotta have dinner now, but it was Zorwoke. Oh, nice. I got one for y'all. It's yellow and black. Guess the shiny. It's yellow and black. And this thing just fled. Or was gonna flee. I used like 5 Ultra Balls on that thing. Yellow and black. It is not Zarude. It is not Nanganadel. Pretty sure that's an Ultra Beast, right? I definitely butchered that name. But it's not that. It is yellow and black, though. Well, actually, the black is a part of its normal. The black is part of its non-shiny. The yellow is the shiny part. Luxray? It is not Luxray. Luxio, it is not Luxio. Shinx, it is not Shinx. Growlithe, no, it is not Growlithe. I feel like it's a pretty popular Pokemon too, so it is not Giratina. It is not Arcanine. I'll give you another hint. It's not Lucario. It has a dual typing, and one of its types is a normal type. So it's a normal type and a blank type. That should help. That should be a decent help, by the way. Giraffe rig, it is not giraffe rig. This thing did its fucking flea animation, man. It's like 3 in a row that I haven't caught. Just want to point that out. Like, goddamn. Let me know if you guys need another hint. It is not that Pokemon Wild. 4 in a row I haven't caught. 4 in a row I haven't caught. That's why I hate catch combos. I cannot wait, man. I genuinely cannot wait. I'll give you another hint. This one should give it away. This next hint should give it away. It's Gen 7. It's Generation 7. 5 in a row I have not caught. 5 in a row I had to run away from because it did a flea animation. It is Beware. Wild got it. It was Beware. Let's see if 6 in a row is gonna. Oh my god, man. I've used 100 Ultra Balls already, by the way, and I'm not even on a 40 catch combo yet. Oh my god, chat. Dude, I'm moving my Joy-Con in the right direction. If I'm being honest, the Switch 2, I don't know if the Switch 2 Joy-Cons are like motion sensors are different to the Switch 1 Joy-Cons, but it was so much easier to catch Pokemon with the Switch 1 Joy-Cons in this game. So much easier. Like, oh my god. It's like the Switch 2 Joy-Cons killed catching Pokemon in Let's Go. It's so much harder with the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I've been having so much issues angling my ball with the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. Ever since I got my Switch 2, I've been having so much issues angling the ball. The curve of my ball. I've been having so much issues doing it. Like, oh my god. The Switch 1 Joy-Cons were actually better for Let's Go. Flea animation, I threw one ball. Oh my god. This is hint 1, black, dark gray. And is not Haxor. Okay, I threw one ball again. I hate I hate catch comboing, chat. I actually hate it so much. So goddamn much. I'm battling Team Rocket and Pokemon Go at the same time as doing this, by the way. And it, okay. Ah. Black and dark gray. Koraidon's a good shout. It's not Koraidon though. I am going to say Furfuru. Is it Furfuru? Wow, I'm dominating this Team Rocket. Not Furfuru. Black and dark gray. Trying to think. It's the dark gray that's throwing me off. Because I know a lot of black shinies, but it's the dark gray that's throwing me off. I can't think of any black and dark gray shine. I can't even think of any gray shinies. You know? Black and dark gray though sounds pretty exotic. So to me, I'm getting legendary vibes, but I don't think... Better not be a primal form or something stupid. It's more dark gray than black. It probably is a paradox. It could be a paradox. Gray with white accents. Is it Guzzlord? No, that's all white. That's all white. Gen 8. Okay, I'm lost then. Is it Stone Journer? I don't know. My girlfriend is in the chat. Welcome in, Julia. Hold on. There we go. On a 37 catch combo, we still don't have a shiny boost yet. I would have had well over 50 by now. All these Farfetch'd didn't keep running on me. That'd be pretty nice. That'd be absolute, like that would be pretty sweet actually, you know. Thank you, Farfetch'd. Well, the answer on the record was Alcremie. Starberry. Okay, that one's tough, yeah. Because each shiny is different. Isn't each Alcremie different? That's crazy. Chat, should I make a video? That kind of just gave me an idea. Should I make a video shiny hunting every single form Pokemon? Except Spinda. Because there's like 11 million Spinda. But, oh, you know, I just realized I would have to do unknown again if I do that. Ah, bro. Because look, if I do a video like that where I shiny at every form Pokemon, I have to get every Alolan, every Hisuian, every Galarian, every Paldean, you know, then there's like unknown. I would get one Spinda at least. I would get one shiny Spinda. That's its flea animation, so I gotta spam B. You know, technically Latias and Latios would count. Not really. Not really. Nah, they wouldn't count. They're two different Pokemon. But yeah, should I make a video shiny hunting every form? Alcremie would be really annoying, but I feel like Unknown is more annoying than Alcremie. Today I caught 4 shiny rock ruff. And I'm just waiting for Dusk in game right now to evolve it. Lol. Nice, dude. Not even the same gen as All Creamy. Gray shiny. What? Yeah, should I make a video doing that? Let me know, chat. That means I would have to do every scatterbug, which you could do in Scarlet Violet. You just need to send gifts from different countries from Pokemon Go, which I have every scatterbug pattern in Pokemon Go already, so that's gonna be easy. But shiny hunting them, yeah, I feel like that would make a fun video. That would make a really, I feel like that would take a while, but that would be a really fun video. I shiny hunted every form Pokemon. Chat, let me know, would Mega Evolution count? Personally, I would say no. I would personally say no. What? You know what I say would count? Dialga, Palkia, Thundurus, Tornadus, you know, those things. I feel like those would count, because those have different forms. There's origin form, like even Giratina. Those would count. I feel like Arceus would count. I already have shiny Arceus, but I feel like Arceus would count. But I feel like that would make a sick video. I shiny hunted every form Pokemon. So yeah. Laid away, what's good, bro? No, because you can't save them in their form. Yeah, Megas I don't think would count as form Pokemon. I think I will do that. Eventually I'll probably do that. Because that would Deoxys count? That means Deoxys, wait, Genesect would be impossible. Or I would have to do Genesect in Pokemon Go. So that video might take a while, because I would have to do Genesect in Pokemon Go. So yeah. But that does sound, yeah, Genesect and even Shaman as Sky form. Shaman would count. 1 trillion Spinda. I would only get 1 Spinda. I would only get 1 Spinda if I make a video like that. Where I shiny in every form Pokemon, I would just get 1 Spinda. You know? But let's say like Scatterbug, I would need 1 of every Scatterbug, or 1 of every Pavilion, because those are different forms. And Alcremie, I would need 1 of every Alcremie, and there's like 26 of them, you know? And Alcremie's shiny is so like, it's so annoying to get every shiny Alcremie. It's not hard. It's really not hard. Realistically, I could just find like a Milcery Outbreak in Scarlet Violet and just pump out shiny Milceray. But Alcremie, it's all down to like, you have to give it a certain berry, and then you have to spin for like, if you spin for 1 second, that's a different form. If you spin for 2 seconds, that's a different form. If you spin for 3 seconds, it's a different form. So like, you have to like time yourself pretty much. You have to get the perfect thing. I pretty much would have to save before every single evolution, just in case I accidentally evolve into the same one twice. Alcremie would be very annoying. Just because of that. But it's actually, Alcremie is it's just annoying because you have to do a specific pattern of movements to get a specific one. But the hardest one is gonna be unknown, you know, from experience, chat. To those of you who are newer, I don't know if you guys have seen, But I spent 50 hours shiny hunting unknown in Legends Arceus. And I tried, man. I tried to get every single unknown letter. I really tried. In 50 hours of shiny hunting unknown, I only got 8. I only got 8 unknown. And by the way, I think I'm pretty sure. No, 8 different. Yeah. I got 8 different unknown. You know? I got a lot of duplicates. I got a lot of duplicates, especially for exclamation mark. I think I got 5 shiny unknown exclamation marks. You know? So if ever I make a video like that, oh my god, chat. It's gonna be living hell going back to unknown. But honestly, that would be a sick ass video. Esper, I think he's doing guess the shiny, but Esper reminded me. I think male and female forms would count too if I make a video like that. Paradoxes should count too, in my opinion. Roaring Moon is literally a future, or a Roaring Moon is a past Salamence. You know, Iron Bundle's a future Delibird. You know, those should count. Those should count for forms, in my opinion. Those should count. Male and female forms, I think, should count too. Pikachu male form, Pikachu female form. Heracross with the heart, Heracross with the spines. That would make a really long video though, but it would be really cool. It would be really cool, and it would take a long ass time, but I'm down for that. I'm not gonna lie. And I think the funniest one, in my opinion, would be Torchic. To those of you who don't know, Torchic actually has a gender form. Male Torchic has a butthole, and female Torchic does not. Don't know if you guys knew that. Only male Torchic has a butthole. Female Torchic does not have one. That's why they say women don't fart. Oh my god. I don't know why. First of all, I don't know why they would add a butthole to Pokemon design. And second of all, I don't know why it would only be on the male. It's like saying all evolutions should be counted. They're EV. Evolutions shouldn't count. Those are not forms, those are evolutions. I think the past and future count. Because although they are different Pokemon, they should still count. Because they are different forms. You think of it. Bro, Great Tusks is a past Donphan. It's literally Donphan. It's just Donphan. You know? Great Tusk is just a Donphan. It's a past Donphan. That should count, in my opinion. Wishmer has a butthole? I did not know that. I did not know Wishmer had one. Alright, we made it to yellow circle now. With Ultra Balls. Male Bidoof has 5 balls on the tail, where female only has 3. What are the extra balls? Oh my god. I don't think that's a tail, dude. I don't think those extra 2 are the tail, man. Have you seen the Bonzi card with a butthole? That I have. I have seen that. I have seen that. You skipped my message. I didn't. It was the evolution one. I read it. I get that they are technically different Pokemon. I get that. The paradoxes are technically different Pokemon. but they're not. They're not, realistically. Not that one. Where is it then? All you said was Mimikyu and Lechonk. You said Mimikyu, then you said Lechonk, then you said Esper, then you said they're technically different dexes, so no, different Pokemon. It's like saying Eevee. Yeah, I already read them, but resend? Or I'm gonna yeah, resend it, but get all the Deerling and Sawbuck forms. I forgot about Deerling. Yeah, I would have to do that too. The 4 Deerlings, which in Scarlet Violet actually you don't have to wait seasonal. In Black White you do. Hold on, chat. Sorry, chat, my grandmother's on my house. The butthole formerly is the rooster's reproductive organ, by the way. Yeah, but Bonsly has one. You know, Torchic is not the only one that has it. And Bonsly's a tree. Why does a tree have a butthole, dude? Like, I've gotta go. See y'all later. I'll catch you in the next one, dude. Hopefully we catch this here because that was the flea animation. Oh my god. I saw the circle go away. I was like a second away from that thing fleeing on me. Wow. Might be back later. Depends how long you are live. I'm probably gonna be live for a while. You know, it's only an hour I'm live. I'll probably be live for like 2 more hours. You know, I'm just now feeling the effects of this coffee, and your boy's hyper. And we just hit it combo 40 like not long ago. So realistically, I just got the shiny boost for Farfetch'd. But yeah. My friend says it has a certain way that has me bawling, and every time I read Cloaca, I hear my friend's voice. Damn. Bro, stop fleeing, dude. It's literally flea fetch, man. Like, actually, dude. Chill out with the flea, dude. Chillax, man. Colton, what's good, bro? By the way, I saw your comment on my YouTube short. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, Colton. Today is Colton's birthday, chat. Everyone wish Colton a happy birthday, man. I saw he left a comment on my YouTube short today, saying it was his birthday. Yeah, everyone in the chat right now, happy birthday, Colton. Isn't his name Colton? That's what I said. It's Colton. Again with the flea, man. I'm gonna take Farfetch'D to the vet because it definitely has fleas, dude. Hey, Crispy with the 17-month, dude. 17 months is crazy, man. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it so much, man. Oh my god. There we go. I finally caught one, chat. Did you guys believe it? Oh my god, dude. 52 combo in. I think like 10 have fled from me. Ah. How Giuseppe cheated. Yeah, I at this point I'm gonna have to start hacking to start catching these Farfetch'd, dude. They just keep fleeing on me, man. I'm ready to whip my Joy-Con on my monitor. I'm going to break my monitor. I swear. Chat, I don't know if you guys know that meme. I fucking love that meme. The guy playing FIFA and he just pulled out a hammer randomly. I'm going to break my monitor. I swear. I love that meme so much, dude. Oh my god. Nah, it's bad boy Crispy. Can I angle it? There we go. Dude, I'm genuine. I swear to god, I'm not just saying this as an excuse to be bad. The Switch 2 Joy-Cons are so bad for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They are so bad. I swear to god, it was so much easier to angle left and right throwing your Pokeball with the Switch 1 Joy-Con. It was so much easier. I don't know. I mean, I know like not every game is compatible, and I know games are different now because like the Joy-Cons are different, you know? But oh my god, was the Switch 1 Joy-Con so much better for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee than the Switch 2 Joy-Con. Like, oh my god. This game got affected on the Switch 2. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm an old boo here. I'm Daddy A. I don't actually know how old Crispy is. But if I had to take a wild guess, he was a kid when Fire Red Leaf Green came out. Or no. He was a kid when Pokemon came out. He has a son. He has like an 8-year-old son. So if I had to take a wild guess, I don't think he's in his 40s. I wouldn't say he's in his 40s. I would say he's like anywhere between 35 to, yeah, I'd say anywhere between 35 to 40, but I don't think he's 40. I think max he's 40, but I think he's still in his 30s. I'd say he's still in his 30s. I don't think he doesn't look 40 at least. I'd say he's like maybe 36. I would take a guess. I would take a guess and say he's like 36. If I had to take a wild guess at how old Crispy is. I don't actually know how old he is. I don't think I've ever asked. I've been friends with him for like a year and a half now. I don't think I've ever asked. He's not 57, dude. He is not 57. 36. Lol, that's my guess. I think you're around I think you're in your late 30s, if I had to take a guess. I don't think you're in your... I would genuinely be surprised if you said you're in your 40s, because you do not look like you're 40. Maybe it's the Hawaiian sand making you younger. I don't know, bro. But you do not look 40. If you actually tell me you're 40, I will freak out. Because you do not look 40 to me. But yeah. I'm 34. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, youngest 35 is what I said. I said your youngest 35. I was gonna say, I'm like, there's no way you're 40. But yeah. He is 2. Everyone freaks out when I say I'm 20. So. According to people, Crispy, I look like I'm your age. According to what I've been told by other people, apparently I look like I'm 30. But yeah, I'm 20, dude. The amount of people who've told me I look like I'm 30 is crazy. 12-year-old girl. Chepe is 69 years old. Oh my god. People think I'm in my 20s, especially the lady. Yeah, you look young. You look young. The only reason why I knew you were in your 30s is because I've heard you say you were a kid when Pokemon came out. And, you know, you grew up with Pokemon like Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green. So I'm like, okay, if you were like 10 years old when Fire Red, Leaf Green came out, I was born when Emerald came out. So I was born the same year Emerald came out. If you were like 10, 12 when those games came out, which I've heard you say before, you were like a preteen when those games came out. So I'm like, okay, you're in your like mid 30s. So yeah, that's the only reason why I knew. Based off looks, you don't look like you're mid 30s. But yeah, the only reason why I knew that is because I knew information. If I didn't know any information, I'd say you were, yeah, like maybe 28, I would say. I was 7 or 8 when Pokemon came out in the 90s. So in 1996, you were 7 or 8. That means you were born in 89. You were born in either 88 or 89. That means. Right? Or am I wrong? Because Pokemon came out in 1996. So if you were 7 or 8, 91? Okay, damn. Then you were, yeah, if you were born in 91, then you were 5 when Pokemon came out. 1998 in the US. Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. It came out in Japan first. Forgot about that. Imagine commenting E and getting 20k likes. That would be insane. Told you I'm daddy age. Well, you have a son. You do have a son. That means Crispy is a millennial, chat. He is above me in generation. I am Gen Z. I'm like literally smack in the middle Gen Z. Almost. I'm almost smack in the middle Gen Z. But yeah. Gen Z, I'm pretty sure was 2001 to 2011. I don't actually know. I know I'm Gen Z. What years is Gen Z? Everyone born between 1997 to 2012 is Gen Z. 1997 to 2012 was Gen Z. So yeah, I'm a Legend Z. Chad, if you were born in 2012, you're technically Gen Z. I know a few of you here are. I think that means Wild and Screaming were Gen Z. Goddamn. You're like the last year. Screaming was like the last year of Gen Z though. Screaming was what, 13? I'm pretty sure he just turned 13. Yeah, Screamo was born in 2012. You're technically Gen Z. Chat, the people who were born in 2012, I'm sorry, I like, technically, you're Gen Z. But I don't consider you Gen Z. Because you didn't grow up Gen Z, you grew up Gen Alpha. So I don't consider you Gen Z, but technically you are. I'm 2011. Yeah, you're technically Gen Z. I don't consider it though. Because your childhood was in Gen Alpha era. But yeah. 2012, I was going out, partying, traveling, having fun. 2012, I was 7 years old. What was I doing at 7? I was probably, yeah, just playing. 2012, I was probably playing Black Ops 2. Or Black Ops 1 in 2012. But yeah. Bro, gatekeeping Gen Z. Am I wrong though? Like, they grew up Gen Alpha, even though they're Gen Z. Because they were literally the last Gen Z year. You know? Maybe not, actually. You know what? Maybe not. Because, like, if Screamo was born 2011, that means in 2016, he was 5. So from, like, 2016 to 2020... he was 9, 5 to 9. So he has memories from those ages. So yeah, I guess you're Gen Z. You're like, I guess Screamo's like, you notice Screamo's teenage years is gonna be very Gen Alpha. But his childhood years were Gen Z. Very end of Gen Z. So you know what? I'd consider it. I'd consider him Gen Z. But his teenage years is very Gen Alpha. Like me, I was Gen Z throughout. I was Gen Z throughout. You know? 2012, I was 7. So. I could be your dad, lol. You're old enough to be Screamo's dad. You're not old enough to be... well, technically you are. Technically. Yeah, if you're 34 and I'm 20, that means you're old enough to be my dad if you had a kid at 14 years old. Which is possible. It is possible. Yeah. Flea animation, man. Crispy, you were yeah, you were 14 when I was born. In 2005, Crispy was 14. that means. Or you were like 16. I don't know. I'm mathing wrong. But yeah, you were a teenager when I was born. I could have had one at 14. I mean at 13. As soon as you hit puberty, yeah. You're able to have a kid as soon as you hit puberty, which is like anywhere between 12 to 13 years old. I hit it at like 11. But yeah. That's crazy, dude. Could you please shut the fuck up? I have nightmares. Chad, I think I said it last stream of the stream before. I grew my mustache when I was 11 years old. My mustache started growing when I was 11. I was the only 11-year-old with a mustache. I was the only 3rd grader with a mustache. And I say 13 because that's when I oh my god. God damn. That's probably why you have an 8-year-old son at 34 years old. God damn. Oh my god. Not even at your unk age, I'll have talked to a girl. You'll get there someday, Screamoo. I was 25 when I had my kid. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Me personally, I don't want for me, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think I talked about this a couple streams ago too. For me, having kids, can I aim? There we go. For me, having kids isn't an age thing. For me, it's a financial thing. I want kids when I'm able to afford kids. I don't want kids if I can't afford kids, you know, but the age that I would like to start thinking about children at is like 27, 28, you know? 27, 28 is when I would like to start thinking about having children. But if I can't afford it by then I won't want children by then. That's how I see it personally. I don't want to have children unless I could afford children, because they're really expensive. And I'm sure you know that, Crispy. You'll never afford kids, just make it happen. Yeah, that is true. My mom has 5 kids. That's crazy. That is crazy. I would hate to have 4 siblings. I would hate. I only have 1 brother. Lee animation. I only have 1 brother. You know, to me, that's enough. That's enough to me. Like, well, to me, that's enough because of where I live. I don't live in a house. I live in an apartment. And there isn't enough rooms in my apartment for a 3rd child. I remember once when I was in grade 3, my mom got pregnant. But she had a miscarriage. But I was supposed to have a younger sibling. But my mom had a miscarriage like 3 months in. And now looking back, as a kid, I was sad when that happened, obviously. But now looking back, I didn't really want a younger sibling. I like being the youngest sibling. I would have hated being a middle child. Plus, where I live currently, I would have had to share a bedroom with either my older brother or whatever younger sibling I would have had. So I probably wouldn't have been able to do YouTube and stuff. Like, I wouldn't have been able to stream and record if I was obviously sharing a bedroom with someone. So yeah, I'm kind of like not necessarily happy that that happened, but I'm not upset about it. Like, I like being the youngest child, and I'm sure every youngest sibling would agree with me. You know, but yeah. Three-star shiny Swirlix. Nice, dude. I actually got a 100% IV Swirlix yesterday. And I got a shiny Combi today. It was a male one, though. But I already have a shiny female Combi in Pokemon Go, so I wasn't upset with it. A shiny's a shiny either way. But yeah, pretty sick. He was scared of your mustache. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna run on this before it runs on me, man. My dad had 8 kids that we know of. God damn, dude. That we know of. That's a crazy last bar there. Like, damn. My grandma had 9 kids. That's, I don't know why, bro. Grandparents always had large families. The older generation, they were, because that's the older generation, that's what it was. My grandparents' generation, that time, the wife's job was to pump children and feed the house. And like a housewife and pump children. And the dad was supposed to work. That's why like majority of like our grandparents have like 4 to 5 plus kids. Because back then, the role of the mom was to be a housewife and pump children. So yeah. Like my grandmother on my mom's side has 4 kids. My grandmother on my dad's side has 3 kids. You know? Ninja, what's good, bro? What is good? I gotta go have a nice hunt, guys. You missed some gray hairs when you last did dying. What? And Crispy, you're a good daddy-o. I don't dye my hair, bro. Oh, Pidgey ran into me. Boom. Guess who's on anesthetics because body check surgery? I don't feel like utter shit, but I refuse to miss stream. God damn, dude, what kind of surgery are you going under, bro? I hope you're like all well and everything, man. If you're in pain or tired, bro, you don't gotta chat, you know? You don't gotta chat. If watching the stream helps, sure, leave it on, but yeah, bro, get some rest. Bro, is Farfetch'D gonna spawn? Jebe is streaming for the next 100 years straight. Imagine, dude. Imagine. Chat, if I could, I would stream daily, man. If I could, I would. Oh, I can't. Chat, I'm at a weird position right now in life. I'm at a weird position. Not necessarily in a bad way, but like, I don't know, I'm back in school, and I've like my time off school, like my vacation, I took a week off work. I was on summer break for school. I did nothing but YouTube for a whole week, and it made me realize, I always knew this, but I didn't like really feel it until recently. But I don't want to do anything with my life other than YouTube. I really don't. Like, I'm being dead ass. I love graphic design. I'm going into it. I'm in school for it. I'm really good at it. I haven't failed a single thing yet. I've passed with flying colors, and I've been in school for like a year. I've been in, next month makes a year that I've been in school, and I've passed with flying colors for the last year. You know, I'm definitely made for graphic design. I'm really good at it, but me personally, man, I don't know. I just, now that I'm back in school, now that I'm doing it, again, like I said, I always knew this, but I never felt it until I had vacation and I did 1 week of just YouTube straight. I don't want to do anything with my life other than YouTube. I really don't. I love graphic design, but I do not see myself doing it for the rest of my life. I really don't. I really don't. I see myself doing this for the rest of my life. And that would be my dream, to do this for the rest of my life. So I'm in a really weird position right now, where I'm just not like, I'm not satisfied, I should say. The position I feel like I'm in, I'm not satisfied, you know? And the reason why, I'll explain. It all goes down to consistency. I can't upload very frequently on YouTube, you know? My YouTube shorts are pretty much the same, pretty, like, not rushed necessarily. I do take my time with them, but not really, you know? I edit like 10 in a day. They're kind of rushed. My YouTube shorts are rushed, you know? And I just put them out to put something out because I don't have the time to put anything else out. My YouTube shorts are rushed. I stream 2 days a week because I don't have the time to stream any other day of the week. I upload once every like month to 2 months, you know? My last upload was a month and a half ago. You know? My last upload was a month and a half ago. The reason why I'm not satisfied currently in the position I'm in is because school and my part-time job completely kill any time I have for YouTube. And again, like I said earlier, I don't see myself doing anything else in the future other than this, you know? I just don't, personally. So a part of me, chat, really, I'm probably not going to, but a part of me really wants to just like quit school and just do YouTube while working my part-time job. But then another part of me is like, that's a massive ass risk because I don't make a lot of money on YouTube. And if YouTube doesn't work out, then I don't have a career if I quit school. So I'm like, okay, what if I quit my job and just do school and YouTube? But again, money aspect of it, I don't make a lot of money on YouTube, chat. You guys in chat call me rich, whatever, but I don't pull. I make less than $100 a month on YouTube. You know, and it's because of lack of consistency. The reason why I don't make money on YouTube is because I don't upload, because I don't have time. So part of me is like, I could make it work if I drop everything and do YouTube, but it's so risky to do that. So I'm in a weird position in my life right now, chat, where I'm like, should I drop everything and just do it, or is it too risky? Should I thug it out till I'm done school and then I could start being consistent? But then I feel like I'm wasting the next 6 months, because I finished school in 6 months, you know? There's no point in leaving school if I finish in 6 months. So I don't know, I'm very like, I don't know. I don't know. I got some decisions to make. I'm 20 years old, you know, I've got time, I've got plenty of time. But yeah, I don't know. They've been make Feastables 2.0 Giuseppe brand. I am buying and reselling Pokemon cards now, so I do have like a YouTube brand technically with Giuseppe TCG. Actually, behind me, you can see in the face cam, there's a cardboard box on the floor right there. It's a bunch of like bubble mailers to ship out cards. I bought 100 bubble mailers. But yeah. You own the Pokemon TCG? No. I have a TCG channel where I open up Pokemon cards, and I'm gonna be like buying and reselling on Whatnot and eBay and stuff like that. You need a lot of time and dedication to start making a few dollars in YouTube. I know, trust me. When it comes to YouTube, that's another thing about me, is that like when it comes to YouTube, I know exactly what works. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what works. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. I've been making YouTube videos for 10 years. I'm 20 years old, and I started uploading videos on this channel in 2015 when I was 10. I've been making YouTube videos for more than half my life. And I'm also a YouTube viewer. I've been watching YouTube videos for way more than half my life. I was an iPad kid growing up, you know? That's why, like, I feel like that's why I grow quickly on YouTube. That's why I grow quickly on YouTube, I feel like. It's because I know what works. I know what works on YouTube. I've been doing it my whole life. Half of my life I've been making YouTube videos. So I know damn well, chat. I know with the knowledge I have of YouTube, the skills I have with graphic design too that I learned from school, because my thumbnails have improved so much more, my logos have improved so much more since learning graphic design in school. Even my video editing has gotten better, you know? Like, my school, if you think of it, it's not just for graphic design, it's also good for YouTubers. I learned how to make better thumbnails. I learned how to use Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, InDesign, all these Adobe apps, you know? I know damn well, chat, with the knowledge I have on YouTube and the skills I have with editing and designing, I know I can make it work. I know I can make it work. It's just so risky to just drop everything for it. But yeah. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna stick to what I'm doing because I definitely cannot afford to quit my job. Maybe I could work 2 days a week instead of 3 days a week. You know, that's like the only good option I could think of. Honestly, I just do YouTube for fun too. I do it for passion. I do it for passion. You know? I've grown up watching YouTube. I've always loved it. I've always loved it. I started making YouTube videos when I was 10 years old. Bro, I was 10 years old. And I love making videos so much. I have such a huge passion for it. I love making videos so much. I genuinely do not want to do anything else as a career. And I don't want to be the biggest. You know, I'm not asking for millions of dollars. Bro, I don't even care if I'm making like minimum wage off my YouTube channel. I wouldn't give a shit. I'd still do it. You know, as a career. You know? I don't know, man. I don't see myself doing anything else. I love doing YouTube so much. I just want to do it forever. And I only want to do it. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to go to school. Even, bro, I'm telling you, even if it was free, you know, even if I made no money from it, you know, obviously I would never do this, but like, let's say, I don't know, I live with my parents my whole life. I'd rather just sit around and do nothing and make YouTube videos for free. Which would be a kind of shit life, but I'd be doing what I love doing. I would never do that though. But yeah, I just want to make YouTube videos, man. I just want more time for YouTube. AFK, something happened? All good, bro. All good. Maybe I'll start like, I don't know, I might tell my boss for some, I gotta work 2 days a week now. You know? You know what? Now that I think of it, I would actually make more money that way, because then I could leave school earlier. I would actually, you know what? I would make more money that way. Because right now what I do, I work Monday, Wednesday, Thursday for 3 hours. I work 3-hour shifts Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, that's 9 hours a week, and I leave school at 1 p.m. to go work. If I like tell my school like, oh, let's say Mondays and Fridays, I'd be like, oh, Mondays and Fridays I can't come into school because I have work those days, and I just work a full 8-hour shift on Mondays and Fridays, I would make more money. That's 18 hours a week. I'd be in school longer because I would leave school at 3 p.m. instead of at 1. I'd be in school more hours per week, and I'd be at work more hours per week. Why didn't I think of that? And I would be able to stream for 3 days. I would be able to stream 3 days a week if I did that. Because I'd be working 2 days instead of 3 days. I'd be able to put an extra stream day. Should I sell us pizza? I might. My boss would be fully okay with that. My boss doesn't give a fuck. It's my school that I would have to ask, but yeah, I might do that instead. I would also be, I would be making more money too from work, which means I could pay for car insurance. Because that's my biggest killer right now. But yeah. There's also so much days, like I'm not gonna lie, at school. This is another reason why I feel the way I feel about school wasting my time. Is because we have like a week per project, chat, okay? We have like a week per project. Currently, the project we're doing in class, we have to design a cookbook, okay? It's due tomorrow night. I finished it this morning. I finished it this morning. After my lunch break at school, I did nothing for the rest of the day because I finished my project. Tomorrow, I already finished the project. So tomorrow, what am I doing at school? I'm not doing anything. I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow at school. Because tomorrow's the last day to finish the cookbook, which I already finished. So what am I doing at school tomorrow? I'm gonna show up to school for nothing. I'm gonna show up to school and do nothing all day. I'm gonna do nothing in the morning, and then I'm gonna leave at 1 p.m. for work because I work tomorrow. So what's the point of going to school? What's the point of going to school tomorrow when I already finished the project we're currently working on? So what am I gonna do tomorrow at school? Nothing. So why would I go to school? That's why I feel like I'm wasting my time there. That's another reason why I feel like I'm wasting my time there. But yeah. Like, I'd rather stay home and like shiny hunt, you know, work on the living decks or edit a short, you know, or record something new. I'd rather use that time to do that, but I can't. And that's what sucks about it. That's what really sucks about it. That's why I feel the way I feel. But yeah, I don't know, I just want a little life rant because I've been thinking about that for like a few days. And I haven't told my parents yet, so I don't know what they're gonna think about it. But yeah, that was a little rant. But yeah, Farfetch'd has still not shined. We're almost 2 hours in to shiny hunting Farfetch'd, by the way. We're not at 100 yet. We're not at 100 catch combos, so I can't really complain. You know, we're at 89. We're getting there. We're 11 away. But yeah, the first hour of stream was not shiny boosted at all. It took us an hour to get to a chain of 40. So the first hour of stream was not shiny boosted at all. So really, we were only shiny boosted for the last like 40 minutes. So can't really complain. I raised 1 million Poké Dollars to get a suit and emote. Nice, dude. Worth it. By the way, eventually, chat, I'm gonna redo the stream avatars. I think I talked about this last stream. I'm gonna redo the stream avatar soon. Catch the Farfetch'd. Dog, my stomach. What'd you eat, bro? Wild stomach is always in shambles. Every day. Trying not to drop this can of coffee. It's empty, but like, I don't want to tip it over. Farfetch'd. Chat, are you guys in the chat Marvel fans? Are you guys in your Marvel fans? I to those of you who don't know, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. I've loved Spider-Man since I was a little kid. I grew up off the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. The new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man: A New Day, is currently being filmed. They've been seen in New York filming. I'm getting so hyped up for this movie. It's crazy. It comes out next July, so it's very early to be hyped up. But I'm so hyped up for it that I've been rewatching the Spider-Man movies, the Tom Holland ones. Last night I watched Spider-Man Homecoming. I rewatched Homecoming. Tonight I'm gonna rewatch Far From Home, which, by the way, out of the Tom Holland movies, my favorite one is Far From Home. I like Far From Home better than No Way Home. But yeah, and tomorrow night I'm probably gonna rewatch No Way Home. I am gonna go on like a whole Marvel like rewatch here. I want to rewatch all the Marvel movies I watched as a kid, not in any particular order. Like, I'm rewatching the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, then I want to rewatch the Andrew Garfield ones and Tobey Maguire ones. I really want to rewatch Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 because I haven't seen those movies. As a kid, I watched those movies at least 1,000 times, all three of them, but I haven't rewatched Iron Man 1, 2, or 3 in so long. I really want to rewatch the movies now. I have them on DVD, actually. I have them on DVD. But yeah, I want to rewatch all the old Marvel stuff that I watched as a kid. And the Spider-Man movies, because Spider-Man's just top tier. Whether it's Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland, or even Into the Spider-Verse. Dude, every Spider-Man movie is top tier. I don't like movies. If I'm being honest, same. I'm not a big movie guy. I'm fine with movies. If I'm... Okay, this is gonna sound so TikTok brain rot. But I physically cannot just sit down and pay attention to a movie. I can't. I have to be doing something else. I just have to. That's why shiny hunting is like perfect for me. That's why shiny hunting is perfect for me, chat. Because when I watch like a TV show or a movie, I physically cannot just sit down and stare at the screen and watch the show or movie. I have to be doing something else at the same time. I don't know why. Even if it's a YouTube video, I have to be doing something else at the same time. Every time I'm watching like a YouTube video, even if it's in bed at like 2 a.m, bro, I'm playing a game on my phone while I'm watching something. Or while I'm watching something on my desk, I'm either editing, you know, sometimes it's not, I don't know. I have to be doing something. I have to be multitasking. Me personally, that's what I'm like. I have to be multitasking. I can't just sit down and do one thing. That's just the way I am. You know? Like, I have to be, if I'm shiny hunting or editing something or recording something or I don't know, bro. I have to be doing something else. When I'm shiny hunting, I'm watching a show or I'm listening to music. When I'm watching a show, I'm playing a game on my phone or on my Switch. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. I've always been like that. I usually read while I watch the stream. How do you read while watching? Okay, I'm dyslexic, so reading's hard for me in general, but wouldn't the background noise throw you off? Like, what if you're reading and then like I talk, whatever. And then, oh, let me type something in chat. Then you just stopped reading. But yeah, Scordy, it's good, bro. I usually watch stream when I watch the stream. Yeah, me personally, I can't, bro. I have to multitask. I have to multitask, man. I don't know why. I've always been like that. I've literally always been like that. Even as a little kid, man. Every time I would watch YouTube when I was a kid, I'd be playing on my DS or my PlayStation because I had a PS3. Every time I would watch a YouTube video, I'd either be playing on my PS3 or playing on my DS or playing on my iPod. I would never be able to just sit still and watch something. And chat, if I'm being honest, I hate movie theaters. I hate movie theaters for that specific reason. There's no data. You know, there's no Wi-Fi and there's no data. There's no cell service. So in a movie theater, you have to sit down and watch the movie. You can't do anything else. And I swear to God, chat, I love watching a movie in a movie theater, but I hate not being able to do something else. I hate it so much. But yeah. Is that ADHD, by the way? Or ADD? I don't know. You know what? No, I don't think it is because I don't do it because I can't focus. I do it because I'll fall asleep. Like if I'm just shiny hunting without music or a show, I'll fall asleep. If I'm editing a short, if I'm editing a short, editing a YouTube video without a show or music, I'll fall asleep. I don't do it because I can't focus. I can focus on it. I'll just get so tired. I'll just get so bored and tired. I could focus. I just get tired. But yeah. Typically when a movie theater is doing its job perfectly fine, you like it should be. Oh my god, that's not ADHD. The average unk status. What? Dang. Bro. Farfetch'D. I'm on an over 100 catch combo for you, and I have a max lure going. Your spawn rate should be pretty high. Where are you? There you are. God damn. God damn. This guy thinks she's the main character. Ah, bro. How can you actually enjoy Let's Go Pikachu / Eevee shiny hunting? It's so boring, and you prefer this to the movie theaters. I don't enjoy Let's Go Pikachu Eevee shiny hunting. I don't enjoy it. I fucking hate catch combos so much. I hate doing it. I've been saying for the past like 5 live streams, you know, I cannot wait to be done with this game. I can't wait. You know, I only have two more catch combo hunts, and it's Farfetch'D and Jinx. Farfetch'D and Jinx are the last two not egg hatch, or the last two catch combos I need left. The only reason why I'm doing them in catch combos is because I could egg hatch for them. It's because the shiny rates are better in Let's Go than Masuda hunting. And it's faster. It's a lot faster. That's the only reason why I'm doing it in Let's Go. Is because it's easier to get encounters and the shiny odds are better. Because I have a shiny charm, I have a chain of over 40, and I've caught like over 100. The amount of the Pokemon you're chaining that you've caught affects your shiny odds. Like, let's say you're shiny hunting for Oddish, for example, and you've caught like 700 Oddish in Let's Go, then your shiny odds for Oddish is better. I'm not saying a catch combo, I'm saying like all time. If you've caught like 700 plus Oddish in that save file, then that save file is shiny boosted Oddish. So that's why in the beginning, when we were doing all these little Pokemon, it was so easy to get shinies in Let's Go. Like when we were doing Pidgey, Rattata, Sparrow, Oddish, all these like really easy Route 1 Pokemon, when we were shiny hunting all of those Pokemon in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, we got them all shiny within like 40 minutes because of how much I've caught already. The amount of Chanseys, the reason why I find in Let's Go I find so much goddamn shiny Chansey, it's because of how much Chansey I catch to level up. So my shiny odds for Chansey are so high in this game. So that's how Let's Go works. It helps to catch more. Farfetch'd, I've caught a lot of Farfetch'd before this. Like if I check, this is the only reason why I'm doing it in Let's Go, by the way. Otherwise I would do Farfetch'd and egg hatches. My original plan was to, but then I realized I'm like, nah, you know what, because of all like the advantages you get in Let's Go, it could be better. But I personally, I hate catch combos. I really do. I've caught 126. Okay, never mind. I've caught 120. Oh yeah, it's true, because when I had to force quit my game to update my Switch the first time I did Farfetch'd, I couldn't save the game. But I was on like 100 catch combo. So I would have over 200 caughts if I was able to save the game before updating my Switch, but it wouldn't let me. That kind of sucks. It doesn't matter, but that just means Farfetch'd is going to be harder to get shiny. But yeah. You can't, it's different form. No, you could in Sword Shield, you could. You can Masuda hunt Farfetch'd and Sword Shield. You need the DLC though. In the Sword Shield DLC, there's an NPC that if you trade a Galarian Farfetch'd with the NPC will give you a Kanto Farfetch'd. And if you put that Kanto Farfetch'd into the nursery, you'll be able to breed Kanto Farfetch'd eggs. And it only works with that Kanto Farfetch'd. Like if I catch a Farfetch'd and a Kanto Farfetch'd in Let's Go and I send it to Sword Shield, it'll give me Galarian Farfetch'd. But if you get the Kanto Farfetch'd from that NPC in Sword Shield, when you breed eggs, it'll give you the Kanto Farfetch'd. So yeah. But the eggs breed is Galarian and Galar will be Galarian. No, only if it's a Kanto Farfetch'd that wasn't caught in Sword Shield. If it's a Kanto Farfetch'd from Sword Shield, the one that you get from the NPC, when you breed, you get Kanto Farfetch'd in eggs. So I could do it. That was gonna be my original plan. I was originally gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do catch combos for Farfetch'd. I was originally gonna do that. But then I realized, I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be too much egg hatches for the end. Because if you think of it, I just hatched like 600 plus eggs for Kabuto and Kabutops. I'm gonna start egg hatching the Ammonite line. I need 2 shiny Ammonite. I'm gonna have to egg hatch Aerodactyl. I don't want to egg hatch Farfetch'D too. That's just, it's so long. I'd rather do it in Let's Go. Jinx, I have to. Jinx, I absolutely have to. The only other way for me to get a shiny Jinx outside of Let's Go is in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. If I get a shiny Smoochum, you know? And that's really hard. You can only, in BDSP, you can only get a Smoochum. You can only encounter a Smoochum through egg hatches, which in BDSP is really long. It's really long. And I don't have a shiny charm in BDSP. So I don't want a Masuda anyway in BDSP. And the Grand Underground, you can find Smoochum. But it's full odds in the Grand Underground. It's 1 in 496, you know? Unless I get 40 Doug Trio, but I have to play online with other people to do that. And that's just long, you know? Because I can't shiny hunt it all the time. I have to shiny hunt it if I'm playing online, which I don't want to do. Or Smoochum also spawns as a swarm Pokemon in BDSP. But in BDSP, you can only get 1 swarm Pokemon per month. And BDSP, you can't day switch in BDSP. You can't alter the clock like you could in other Pokemon games. You can't day switch. So I would have to every single day check if I have a swarm and pray that it's a Smoochum. Which is just long. So Jinx, I have to do it in catch combo. So yeah. You can also breed Jinx in Sword Shield, but you can? I swore when I looked it up, it said you can't. When I looked it up, it said Jinx is not in Gen 8 or 9. So maybe it is. Oh, wait, no, it is in Gen 8. Actually, now that I think of it, it's in Dynamax Adventures. It's in DAs. I just forgot about that. It's in Dynamax Adventures. Yeah, I guess I could do Jinx there. Jinx, I might. Jinx, I might end up just doing it in Sword Shield. Because Jinx in Let's Go, I've catch comboed 4 Jinx before in this game. I made it to a chain of 70 and 1 ran for me. Jinx is very, very annoying. It's so hard to catch in this game. Its catch rate is so low. It's so hard to catch in this game. So I think maybe Jinx, since I didn't know that, or I forgot about that at least, I might resort to doing Smoochum eggs in Sword Shield for Jinx. If I do that, then this is the last catch combo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that since you pointed that out, because I completely forgot, man. I completely forgot. It's in Dynamax Adventures. I've gotten it before in DA. I've used one. I use it sometimes. Jinx. Like, they're in DAs. I don't know why I didn't remember that. Yeah, I guess we're doing that then. I mean, we're egg hatching Ammonite next. I'm not egg hatching Jinx next, by the way. The next Masuda hunt is Ammonite. I'm probably gonna save Jinx for last. I'm not gonna lie. Because I already started Ammonite. I didn't record it. But I hatched like 60 eggs so far. Or like 65 eggs for Ammonite. And I got no shiny so far. But yeah, I already started hatching Ammonite eggs. I need 2. Are you gonna do Johto after Kanto? Yeah, I'm starting Johto right after Kanto. You just saved one more catch combo hunt. Thank me later. I thank you for that, man. Especially to Jinx out of all ones. I'd much rather do Farfetch'd than Jinx. Farfetch'd is so easy to catch, dude. It's so easy to catch. This guy's just running into the walls, man. Bro, Jinx was red circle till... Bro, Jinx was so annoying. I hated Jinx. I really hated doing Jinx. So... You could also find a wild encounters. If I'm doing sword shield shiny hunting for Jinx, I'm doing egg hatches. Sword shield wild encounters suck ass. Actually, with the switch 2 though, they're really quick. I'm not gonna lie. With the switch 2, they're really fast. But yeah, I'd rather do it in egg hatch. It's so easy to catch. Till that 1 year ago, Scorty, when I tried to catch combo Farfetch'd, flew away after combo with 2. As soon as you see the flee animation, you gotta run away. That's how you keep your combo. As soon as it does the flee animation, you gotta run from the battle to save it. You know? Still hunting Cubchoo. Nice. I love shiny Cubchoo. Oh, by the way, chat, new Terror Raid event in Scarlet Violet came out yesterday. Wo-Chen is over and it's now Chen Pao. We are getting the shiny Wo-Chen mystery gift, I think, in a few weeks. And by the way, chat, the number got leaked. We did 3.5 million Wo-Chen raids. 3.5 million Wo-Chen raids. That's crazy. That is crazy. Now it's Chen Pao, which is my favorite shiny out of those legendaries. Before I did the catch combos, before I started catch comboing Farfetch'd, I did one Wo-Chen Terror Raid so I can claim my mystery gift when it comes out, just in case Farfetch'd ends up taking a really long time, which I doubt it's gonna take 2 weeks, but because Wo-Chen's out for like 2 weeks. I mean, Chen Pao's out for like 2 weeks, but are we also gonna do Chen Pao raids with viewers when we get shiny Farfetch'd? Yeah, because at the time being, I'm on a 118 chain for this thing. I cannot close my game, or else I will lose my chain. So I cannot hop on Scarlet Violet at all until I get shiny Farfetch'd. Or if my chain breaks, if one of them runs away from me, or I get the shiny, I cannot close the game because my chain will break, and I'm obviously not trying to make that happen. Because that would be hella annoying. Really annoying. But yeah. We still got an hour left of today's stream. We've been live for 2 hours, 7 minutes. So yeah, we got like 53 minutes left. If we manage to get shiny Farfetch'd soon, we can do like the last 30 minutes of stream be because I'm gonna end stream when we hit 3 hours live, and we're currently 2 hours 7 minutes in. So if we get shiny Farfetch'd and there's still time left before we hit 3 hours live, I'll do a few raids today. Just gotta get lucky with Farfetch'd. Just got to get lucky. By the way, when we get Farfetch'd, this will be my first ever shiny Farfetch'd. I don't have one yet. Like, not even in, like, in main series games, you know, like, all I'm missing is 5 shiny Gen 1s. And it's Farfetch'd, Omanyte, Omastar, Aerodactyl, Jinx. But, like, even in Pokemon Go, I don't have shiny Farfetch'd. I actually don't even have shiny Omanyte, Omastar in Pokemon Go either. Or Jinx. I don't have... The only shiny we're missing in Gen 1 that I have in Pokemon Go is Aerodactyl. I have a Shadow shiny Aerodactyl in Pokemon Go, actually. Roblox, I totally agree with what Wild said. Oh my god. By the way, Chen Pao raids, I did one before I started stream again. Bro, they're so easy. They're easier than Wo-Chen. Wo-Chen was a grass Terra. Chen Pao's an ice Terra. If you literally use Iron Hands, which is what I use, if you use Iron Hands and you just spam Drain Punch, you won. You could solo it with just spamming Drain Punch. And maybe Belly Drum. Use Belly Drum and Drain Punch, because Belly Drum will raise your stats. So then if you use Drain Punch, you almost like do half its health. You know? All you need to beat Chen Pao, you could solo it. All you need is an Iron Hands with Belly Drum and Drain Punch. It's all you need. But yeah. LMAO, you also do not... Wait, I can't read. You also do the not closing the game method to keep your chain. I thought I was the only one that did that. I think everyone does that. Every, like, proper shiny hunter does that. I just turn off my... I do this. I go to this page and then I just turn off my Switch with the game opened. I don't even go here. I just pause the game here and I just turn off my Switch. That's what I do. And I do that until it sadly runs away from me or I get the shiny. Yeah. Belly Drum, Heal, and Strike. By the way, here's a little reminder to make sure your boxes aren't full on Let's Go. Yeah, I know. I have like no Pokemon in this game. Like, I need to sell my candies soon for Ultra Balls. I only have 300 Pokemon. Like, I transfer almost everything, you know, that's not shiny. But yeah, I'm showing off my Roblox avatar to a friend, so send me AFK again. It's all good, bro. $52 Ultra Balls, still chilling. Not if I'm burning them like these, though. God damn. I'm completing my DLC decks right now. Nice, dude. I still need to do that. I don't have shiny Keldeo yet. I do want to get it because I made shiny Eternatus. I think that's the Legends Arceus one. I made a YouTube short out of that one. So I would love to get shiny Keldeo for YouTube short and shiny Manaphy for YouTube short. I'm probably not going to do the Let's Go one. Probably not. But yeah, I would love to get it. I just honestly There's so much Pokemon in that game. Even Shiny Meloetta in Scarlet Violet, there's so much Pokemon. Bro, there's like 800 Pokemon in Scarlet Violet. You know? It's crazy how much Pokemon are in Scarlet Violet. If Scarlet Violet was able to have like almost like more than half of the Pokedex in the game, I would assume the power of the Switch 2, I would assume that Generation 10 would have every single Pokemon in it. I would hope it does. I really hope they bring back National Dex in Generation 10. That would be amazing if they brought back the National Dex. Or, you know what would be really cool in Generation 10? If they did what they did with Gen 2. Gen 2, you could go to Kanto and Johto. You know, Johto and Kanto. I really hope Generation 10 they do that. Like, you can go back to a previous region. That would be sick. That would be so sick. Like, what if apparently Generation 10 is gonna be based off of Greece, you know? So, okay, if it's gonna be based off of Greece, then the England is not far, you know? Perfect. Why not make the Generation 10 region and then the post game being Galar? Because Galar is pretty much, Galar takes place in London or in England. I think that would be sick. Really sick. If they did something like that, that would be amazing. I thought you meant the word Greece, like Greece. Oh my god. Talk about the country. Yeah, Generation 10 is supposed to be set in Greece. It's supposed to be Greek. So expect the legendaries to be something with Greek mythology. It would be a really cool reference. I doubt it because Nintendo and PlayStation don't like each other. But if it takes place in Greece, it'd be sick to have a Pokemon that resembles Kratos from God of War. That would be so sick. In my opinion, that'd be so sick. If they had like a reference to God of War. Because God of War 1, 2, and 3 is Greek mythology. God of War for the PS4 and God of War Ragnarok is it's not Greece anymore. But I have a Nintendo Music app. Nice. I saw they added Pokemon music to it. Don't you have to pay a subscription to listen to the songs, by the way, that you can just listen to on YouTube? Pokemon Skinny and Pokemon Fatty. Pokemon Skinny and Fatty. Obviously, the fan-made Generation 10 name is Waves and Wind. Pokemon Waves and Pokemon Wind. I know it's a fan-made thing, but that would make a really sick Pokemon name. Waves and Wind. Any Switch Online, pretty sure. Stupid when. Yeah, stupid when you realize those exact same songs are free on YouTube. I know. They're copyright free too. You know, you could use them in YouTube videos. I do it. I put Pokemon music in the backgrounds of my shorts and videos. A lot of people put Zelda music, dude. The amount of people that play Zelda music in their, or Ocarina of Time music, and even Skyward Sword songs in the backgrounds of their videos, like, it's copyright free. But I like it too because there's no ads. Most of the ones on YouTube don't have ads either because they're like a minute long, so they don't put pre-rolls. And oddish. I like Scarlet and Violet in general, very underrated games. I like Scarlet Violet to Shiny Hunting. I don't like Gen 9. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the aspect of an open world Pokemon game. I don't. I prefer a 2D Pokemon game, in my opinion. Or at least if you're gonna do an open world Pokemon game, you can't do it the way they did Scarlet Violet, man. Like, I would assume Generation 10 is gonna be open world. I really hope the towns are actually good. Because Paldea towns, man, are literally just the same buildings. They're all reused. It's the same buildings. You can't go inside any of them. There's no NPCs to talk to. It's just blah, Paldea. You know? If they do an open world Pokemon game again, which I'm assuming they will, please, for the love of God, make the towns good. Make the towns different. Make them bigger than a small rectangle. You know? Like, make buildings, all buildings, enterable. Give the NPCs actual good dialogue like what they used to. You know, it's crazy how a game like Scarlet Violet that's so big on the Switch has less to do than a game like Emerald for the Game Boy Advanced. You know, there's less to explore. It's such a bigger map. You know, it's open world, but it's less to explore. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. I am back, chat. My grandmother was leaving, so I'd say bye to my grandmother. What did I miss in chat? I just said chat. Trying to say chats with a flow. Oh my god. Quick starts swearing, he's gone. I also fell in love with the character Emma they made her so cool in ZA. I'm a simp. Chat, I can't wait for ZA. I cannot wait for ZA. Whatever living decks we're working on when ZA comes out, it's most likely going to be Gen 2. We're taking a break from it for ZA. 1000%. 1000%. I'm going to play through ZA on stream. I'm going to do my whole playthrough of ZA on stream. And I'm going to do my first shiny hunt in that game on stream. So yeah. Expect some ZA content, some good ZA content. I got a lot of ideas for that game. With the little that we know. I'll tell you guys the first one. This is pretty basic. I'm sure everyone else on YouTube is gonna do this too. I'm gonna shiny on every mega. That's probably the first video I'm gonna make on ZA. And I'm sure every other PokeTuber is gonna make the exact same video when ZA comes out. I'm gonna shiny on every single Mega Evolution. That's like the first thing I'm gonna do. And yeah. Hey Zebe, how come I don't have a little Pokemon walking on your screen? I'm supposed to be particularly viewer. I need a little Pokemon walking on the screen. You need to give it to yourself. You need to type in chat ! Avatar, then put a space and then the name of the Pokemon that you want to be. And if it doesn't let you be that Pokemon, that means that sprite is not there. So you have to pick another one. But yeah, you do ! Avatar, put a space, and then type out the name of the Pokemon you want to be. And let's say you want to be a shiny, like let's say you want to be Charizard. You would type ! Avatar, put a space, and then write Charizard. Then if you want to be shiny, you do ! Charizard space shiny. You know? That's how you be shiny. Welcome back, Wild. You aren't a normal viewer. I have an unskippable that can't be real. An unskippable ad that's 145 minutes. Can I be Mew? I see you already have Mew, but since my PFP is Mew, yeah, you could. You could even be shiny Mew. I don't care. I just picked shiny Mew because it's my favorite shiny, and Mew is my favorite Pokemon, and it's my favorite shiny Pokemon. That's why I put shiny Mew. If you want to be shiny Mew too, you could be shiny Mew. Nothing is stopping you. You gotta type ! Avatar, put a space, then write Mew. And then to be shiny, you have to do ! Mew space shiny. Does it happen slow, or it happens right away? You just did it wrong. Do exactly what Wild said. You gotta do exactly what Wild said, but you have to do them in different messages. Can't do it all in the same message. you know. There, now you're Mew. Now to be shiny, you do exclamation mark Mew space shiny. Actually, it might be underscore shiny. Try exclamation mark Mew underscore shiny. Do that. Do underscore. Oh, wait, no, I actually realized. Never mind, you can't be shiny Mew. I forgot, I made it so only I could be shiny Mew and no one else can. I forgot that I did that. Maybe you can do an exception for me, our little Sicilian viewer. Oh my god, bro. Here you go, my guy. Oh, it doesn't even let me. It doesn't let me do it. Yeah, she doesn't even let me do it. God damn. Okay, it doesn't work. I need to do it like I need to change the setting. I need to change the setting for it to work, which I can't do when I'm live. So I can't give you the shiny. Bro, that should have landed. I need more Ultra Balls now. AirPod had just died. God damn. If you want to be mega shiny, Colton, you gotta do exclamation mark Blastoise space mega underscore shiny. If you want to be shiny mega. Okay, I need Ultra Balls. So just making sure no shiny spawns. There we go. Okay. Dude, where's the next town? Where's the nearest town? I took the furthest route, didn't I? I know damn well I took the furthest route. I'm already here, so I gotta continue. I just need Ultra Balls, man. Okay. I'm here to sell. Take everything, my guy. All these candies. If I'm being honest, since I'm catch comboing for, I mean, I'm egg hatching for the fossils. I don't need these. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell them all. Plus, there's a glitch that I got those from a glitch. You could just infinitely get them. I got them from a glitch. So I don't actually need those fossils. You know? And also, I'm after Farfetch'd. I am done shiny hunting in this game. So I don't need 600. Give me like, I'll take a solid, yeah, I'll take 500. Spend 250,000. And then my last 93k, I'll put it on super or max lures. There we go. There we go. It's crazy how the most stacked I have ever been in Let's Go is when I don't need to be stacked anymore. After Farfetch'd, we're done. I'm egg hatching Jinx, I'm egg hatching Ammonite, Almastar, and Aerodactyl. Farfetch'd is the last catch combo hunt. And it's the first time throughout this whole thing that I've actually been stacked. Only the goats are streaming right now. Let's go, dude. I'm a goat then. All right. Jebe, you can just trade a bot like 5 times. Make the bot trade you any Pokemon. Wait, I need to pause to read. Make the bots trade you any Pokemon that is holding one of those items that sells for crazy money. And boom, free Poke Dollars. Literally what I do, it's so easy. If you go in Mount Moon, the fossils are worth 5k each when you sell them. If you go to Mount Moon, there's a glitch spot where a fossil will guaranteed spawn there every day. And if you just go to communicate, you go to local trade, you just put any code. And then you change the dates on your Switch, it'll just respawn. Every second, you get like 5k. Because it's 5k to sell. You know? The reason why I was hoarding all those fossils, because originally I was going to do the fossils in this game. I wasn't going to do them egg hatching. But yeah. You could do that trick too to try to get master balls. It works with every item. Every floor item it works with. It's crazy. Yeah, but that can be very tedious after a while. With the bot, you can make the money trade. Use some Pokemons and hold some gold nuggets and boom, easy money. Any good games to buy? If you have a Switch 2, get Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't have it yet, but my brother has it and it's really fun. I'm probably not gonna buy DK Bonanza until there's like a crazy sale. I'm gonna be honest. Like if it goes on sale for like, I don't know, 50 bucks Canadian, yeah, I'll get it. I'll happily get it. Sorry guys, I just have to quickly, there we go. I can hear the game again. For some reason, it just cuts out the audio sometimes. The audio of the game is back. I know it's very low anyway, very quiet, but at least it's back. Because I need it for recording. Donkey Kong. Yale, what's going on? Or Yale. Welcome in. 152 catch combo. I expected Harris to take a round this long. Yeah, no. Not Paris. I said Paris. Farfetch'd, I meant. Oh my god, I hope we get it under 200. I just want to get it under 200. Under 200 would be amazing. Would you help me with a Vulpix exchange for my to complete my Pokedex? I don't actually have a Vulpix to trade, and if I do anything other than catch Farfetch'd, then I will lose my chain. And I've spent the last like 3 hours building up this catch combo, so I don't want to lose it. So I cannot trade you one currently. But if you join my Discord, I'm sure someone in there would like to trade. I can send the Discord in the chat. Feel free to hop in. The link should be sending in a bit, unless I spelled Discord wrong. Which I did not. There's the Discord link. If you would like to join, there's a trades channel in there. So you could ask for a Vulpix in there, and I'm sure someone will give you one. I gotta go to sleep now. It's 2:34 a.m. for me right now. But it was a fun stream. Nice, dude. I'll catch it in the next stream, though. Thank you for stopping by, man. We're almost at 3 hours anyway. In 19 minutes, I'm probably gonna call it quits. But obviously, I can't close my game. But yeah, I'm probably gonna call it quits in like 19 minutes. But make sure to make me shiny me for the next stream. Yeah, I gotta make it available. Alright, pals and gals, see ya next stream. I'll catch you in the next one, bro. I'll catch you on Friday's stream, dude. For sure. Can this thing shine, man? Rise and shine, shiny Farfetch'd. Rise and shine. And when I say rise and shine, I don't mean wake up. I mean be shiny. That's what I mean, is be shiny. Okay, I don't want Oddish to spawn, dude. I want Farfetch'd to spawn. Like, come on. Chat, I got so lucky when I did Kangaskhan. When I did catch combos for Kangaskhan, I got it in like 64. 64 combo. Why can't Farfetch'd be that easy? Welcome back, Wild. Alright, at least we got a spawn, dude. Like, one hasn't spawned in forever, man. God damn. Alright, I guarantee the next spawn is a shiny. Watch. Watch. The next never mind. I was gonna say the next Farfetch'd spawn is a shiny. Never mind. Oh, dude. Coming close to the 3rd hour. Starting to feel the shiny burn, you know. Really starting to feel the shiny burn. Got 15 minutes left for stream. Can we get shiny Farfetch'd in the final 15? That would absolutely be perfect. Come on. Bro, 159. Talking to my dad still, it's all good, bro. It is all good. Okay. Come on. There we go. There's a Farfetch'd there, but like the next spawn is shiny boosted. Okay, there. No shiny. No shiny. Bro, I'm not even getting Farfetch'd spawns anymore. There, bro. Like, it's not even spawning anymore. What is this, bro? The fact that I haven't phased either is crazy. At what, like 160? 162 and I haven't even phased. Not that I want to phase, I'd rather get a shiny Farfetch'd than phase. But like, damn. Not a single shiny in 3 hours is crazy. Meow. Wild said meow. We're hunting a bird, bro. Gotta make bird noises. Caw caw, motherfucker. I don't know. I think it's just me in chat. I'm pretty sure it is. We're ending stream anyway, pretty soon. So. Oh my god. Summers are usually dead in streams. Trust me, I've experienced it. Summers are usually dead in streams because a lot of people are on vacation. Except me. I haven't been on vacation in 8 years. You look tired? Yeah, I've been awake since 6 a.m. because I have to wake up early to go to school. So yeah, I've been up since 6. I'm probably gonna catch like one more Farfetch'd and then call it quits because it's like pretty much 3 hours I'm live, you know. We're at 2 hours 50. If another Farfetch'd, I don't know, could show up. Not shiny, but at least one showed up. Oh my god. That's another Farfetch'd. That isn't shiny. 166. Damn chancy. Let's get one more. Not shiny. Still raises up the combo, which I'm fine with. Oh! Welcome back, Screamo. Alright, I think I don't know, wait, I want to wait for another spawn, so at least shiny check it, because the next spawn is boosted. The next Farfetch'd spawn is shiny boosted. It's not shiny, okay. Yeah, chat, I think I'm gonna call it quits for here. I've been live for 3 hours. Ugh. Was a fun, chill stream, chat. Made it to 170 catch combos on Farfetch'd. I'm probably gonna continue Farfetch'd off stream, maybe, or I might edit some YouTube shorts now. I don't know, one or the other. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that tuned in, subs, liked, all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'll catch you all Friday stream, where we'll either be continuing Farfetch'd if I don't do it off stream, or egg hatching for Ammonite. So yeah, catch you in the next one, chat. Peace.